Rants at the Movies, a podcast where we rant about films you may have seen at house parties. I'm one of your hosts and jack of all trades, Mono, and pumping me full of drugs like a good dodgy doctor should is my co-host and master of none, Kira.
At least it's a doctor instead of a vet this time.
That's a fair point.
9 times out of 10, it's a vet.
And he is one of my favourite dodgy doctors in film.
He's got the look down, like the overly long hair, the glasses, he's kind of suave, he's a bit weird. Chocolate, his answering service is hilarious.
It's fucking great. But
snacks.
$254 for
snacks. Yeah. In fairness.
Yeah, I'm sure he could afford it.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, today we are talking 2006 action insanity Crank.
Yeah, it's John Wick before John Wick in just mentalness.
It's like, non-serious John Wick.
Yeah, because this movie does not take itself seriously.
Oh God, no. Oh no, it's fantastic. It is so much fun. It holds up mostly well.
There's some language use in it that is not, exactly wonderful, but it's supposed to be like gangsters and contract killers, so they're not exactly,
No, and 2006, so there's always that risk of shitty language like that. Shitty language like that aside, it's fucking so much fun.
It's so stupid. This whole film is stupid from start to finish.
Oh God, yeah, no. But before we get to the start of it, will we go for a quick summary?
Yes.
Waking up with what feels like the worst hangover, cartel hitman Chev Chelios finds he's been given a poison that should kill him inside the hour. But in his rage, he realises that adrenaline seems to keep him going. What follows is a desperate rampage with Chev doing anything and everything he can to keep himself going just long enough to get revenge.
This has the world's most unnecessary sex scene.
It's
so fucking ridiculous.
That's another one of the bits that...
You're kind of watching it going, nobody's helping her. And then it just becomes so...
hilarious.
Ridiculous.
Yeah.
Where she's hitting him because he can't get it up now. And she's like, what do you mean? It breaks the tension of like you watching it going, he's like actually attacking her in the street.
Yeah, no, that didn't really. I was watching that going, oh yeah, no,
that's not great. And then they managed to turn it.
Well, no, even I think it was being played for laughs back then, the whole scene. Whereas now you're watching the start of that scene, going, yeah, he's just straight up trying to force himself on her in a public place. But then, when it turns, it is still hilarious. Particularly later on when she's giving him the blowjob in the car.
And stops.
And he's like, what? She's like, what, so you can fall asleep like you always do? He just goes and blows those carload of guys away in anger.
Well, it worked.
It's just non-stop. I don't like to use the word high octane because it's one of those terms. Like, it fits for this film. Like, it's just pure madness from start to finish. Like,
yeah, because he wakes up in the bed. It's Jason Statham, which just makes it even better because he plays it like he's in a what's his name? He
plays it like it's a straight action film, kind of,
but also British gangster film
with the very traditional British name of Chef Chelios.
Yes. It's a great name.
Oh, it is. And like I said, it's one of my favourite Jason Statham roles. But yeah, it starts off with...
I like Jason Statham when he's a bit of a nutter because he's great in Mean Machine as the Buddhist monk.
Yes. Yeah. But no, when it starts off and he wakes up and it's all first person view and he stumbles around his apartment and sees the DVD that has "fuck you" written on it, puts it in, and just when he presses play, your man Verona, he's fun, but his best scene is that scene at the start when he's telling Chev Chelios
when he's making the video and he's all like,
he dancing around him and kissing him on the back of the head and boasting what he's done. Talking about how the guy who knocked him out should play in the major leagues. He's just totally over the top, but so much fun.
I love when he gives him the little kiss on the back of his head because it always reminds me of "This One's a Doozy."
Oh.
And then gives him a little kiss on the top of the head.
I couldn't possibly fit him in till Tuesday. Booked solid. Maurice.
It's just a man and a horse being hung.
I suppose,
No, that's just for me. Anytime somebody kisses somebody on the head like that and they're really like kind of mwah.
But then
it just brings that up.
Verona spends most of the rest of the film just being frustrated with the fact that Chelios is still alive and coming to get him.
I love the fact that at one point he's like physically pounding the phone off the seat and like throwing it around the car and then can pick it up and use it again because it's an old Nokia.
Yep.
Back when you could literally
pre-smartphone
like knock somebody's brain out with it and then pick it up and like
and dial.
Yeah.
Yep. No, he's fun, but yeah, as I say, that opening scene is his best bit of acting in the entire film. Not that it's like it's all downhill from here or anything. He doesn't get like shit. It's just that
from that point
so
out
good.
on, it's just frustration because the dude ain't dead, even though they gave him, what was it, the Hong Kong shit?
They keep calling it the Chinese shit.
Yeah.
It's some synthetic thing that blocks
adrenaline inhibitors or something like that.
I'm guessing
bullshit
it's
science.
Fudgy medical bullshit is what I'm guessing. Who cares? It's going to slowly kill him, and he very quickly discovers as he races out of his house and gets into his car that dangerous actions and adrenaline seem to like stop. Not stop.
He's like driving, and as he's driving, he starts to kind of like.
He gets like he's less drowsy. He can see. Well, no, but when he starts like driving fast and doing dangerous shit, he seems to get more back to normal.
Yeah,
he can breathe fine. He can see fine.
Back up again,
and he goes off on his rampage looking for Verona. And
he's trying to find the doctor as well. He just starts making like a series of phone calls to various individuals.
I think you're right. Yeah, I think it is the doctor that he calls first.
Or no, his mate who's like, "Where's this guy?" And he's like, how would I know? I'm
Orlando.
Yeah, is it Orlando who rings first?
No, I think he rings the doctor first and can't get through to him.
Yeah.
And he goes then to see your man Orlando.
And just like, oh, leave me alone.
In the strip club and just like bursts through the place and sticks a gun to his head and drags him in. And some of that scene is so funny. Especially when he gets the coke and he's doing it off the floor and Orlando's just like, oh no,
like
right here,
dude.
Off the floor, come on.
Really?
But when
they're all going, the white guy's cool. The white guy is cool. And then he's like, all right, you want some of this later on when he's worked out that he needs it.
Yeah, no, but before that, when he's got the gun to Orlando's head and all his guys are trying to get in, he's like, it's cool, it's just a white N-word with a gun in here, relax. And then when they all be civil? When they all burst in, he's like, look, me and Chev has some questions and I'm going to answer them and we're going to have a conversation like civil people, aren't we? And then, after he takes the coke and it's not doing it for him, he decides to start a brawl, basically. Yeah,
and you see it from the outside and he gets launched out the fucking door.
The line there of, I'm going to kick some black ass, not great. No. But the line that follows of, who wants some white meat? As all the lads jump up. I like that one.
Yeah, because what was it? Jason Statham was really worried he wasn't going to be, like, he's not a comedy actor. And they were like, just play it straight. You'll be fine.
Play it straight and let the dialogue and everybody else do their job.
Yeah.
And it works though. It works so well in this. Particularly when he's...
Every time he phones the girlfriend, he doesn't have a mobile phone, so he keeps getting her, like, her answering machine.
That goes on for ages.
Yeah, she's like, leave me a loud message unless you're, saying something because I don't really want that. But, oh shit, I'm running out of time. And he's like, Eve, love.
Yeah, hey darling.
Please consider getting a cell phone.
But yeah, it's just every time he rings her, it's so funny. Well, and then anytime that he's, especially around her at the start.
Yeah.
And it's just pure frustration on his part. He plays all that so well.
He's like, I love you, but we need to go. And you know the way I told you. Because he's been lying to her. Like, she doesn't know that he's like a hitman for the mob.
What does he say?
Or whatever the gang is.
Software engineer or computer game
I'm not really an
developer
IT
or something. Yeah, I kill people. But yeah, no,
a god lover. She's one of those sweet summer children.
She's kind of airy fairy.
Yeah.
But seems to be, you get like from the answering machine the way she's like, hey, thank you so much for calling me.
Yeah.
That she's just like, everybody is great and everything is lovely. She's one of those kind of people. And a bit of a stoner.
Oh, yeah.
Because that's it when he gets to her apartment and she's just gotten up out of bed.
She's like, oh yeah, I slept in. He's like, really? You slept in? That's great. People are trying to kill me.
He gets through to the doctor, I think, first before he goes over to her.
Yeah, but he's in an hour.
Chocolate.
Yeah, fucking I love chocolate.
Oh, when he's on the phone to her and he's like, can you pass along a message? And he's like, tell him, he briefly says what happens and says his name. And she's like, can you spell that? He's like, yeah, DEAD, Chelios. And hangs up.
She's like, I'm just his answering service.
I think it's after that he first gets in touch with Kalo.
Oh, poor Kayla.
Yeah, Kalo's so much fun and I just feel so bad when Kalo dies.
Yeah.
Like, that was uncalled for, I think. Goes to he's like, Kayla, where were you last night? He's like, thinking back at just the
flashback to what Kayla had been doing. But even the way the flashbacks are done are really fun in this.
It's such it's really, I don't know, like inventively shot and edited, this film.
Yeah, they did some really weird stuff. Like, didn't they tape cameras to like a hula hoop?
Yeah, I think they did more of it in the second one as well.
Yeah, they did a lot of it. They filmed a lot of it on like rollerblades and stuff.
Yeah, they had like Steadicam on a hula hoop and random stuff like that. But even then, just some of the editing, like when he's calling Kalo later on, and you see Kalo answering the phone in the side mirror of Chev's car.
Yeah,
a couple of cool little things like that the whole way throughout it, and then all the various bits coming up on screen, like when he's like, "Do I have cunt written on my forehead?" and it just comes up.
And also when they zoom in and out of the map, it's actually the filming locations that they zoom back into, and then it'll have like Carlita's hideout or written on it, which is and it has one of my all-time favourite car chase tropes, which is through a shopping mall.
Oh, that's...
he's on the phone the whole time talking to the doctor, and he's really calm on the phone whilst driving with one hand.
When he first smashes
just
through...
ramming through
the shot when he first smashes through into the
because you
mall.
just see it through the window.
And yeah, you're looking from like the passenger side of the car at Chev on the phone, and you can just see out the driver's window. He smashes through the glass, and then there's just storefronts going past him. It's so cool looking, though. It looks really, really deadly. The only bit that doesn't look good is when he wedges the car sideways and it goes up the escalator. Hilarious. But
him climbing out and getting off it, that doesn't look great, but fuck it. We'll allow it.
Oh yeah, for how great the rest of the film looks. Like all the blurry motion stuff when he's feeling dodgy, all the it's not full of like ridiculous fast action cuts where you can't see what's going on. You generally always have an idea of what's going on.
Yeah, because a lot of it, like frenetic. A lot of the action is happening as he's like running out of adrenaline and starting to slow down. So his vision starting to go blurry, and there's stuff going on around. Yeah,
but then as he does whatever he needs to do,
he speeds back up,
and you get a good look at what's actually happening. Like.
When he's in the back of the car when he gets in with the Haitian cab driver who gives him some mad drug.
That's so funny, man. He keeps calling him a crackhead. Hey, crackhead, you're not dying in my cab. Here, take this shit.
And every time he looks at him, he's got like the Papa Legba face paint on.
I think that flashes up just once. But I couldn't concentrate on it because the whole time I was like, I know you. I know you. And I just missed him in the credits on IMDb and I couldn't find it. And then, when we got to the end of the film, you were like, hey, it's Thingy from Twilight. And I was like, he was Laurent in the first film.
Eddie Galgan.
I gotta say, I prefer him in this.
He's so funny.
As the man
hurling abuse at him.
Free drug giving cabbie.
Oh, no, first taste is free. Because he's like, what is this?
all the various stuff that he takes.
Everything.
When he's off to the hospital to get
when he gets in the first cab with the poor Indian guy, he stops and robs all the energy drinks from the convenience store.
All the stuff that he does, and the cab driver is like, you're not getting in my cab wet.
Yeah, everything else is fine, but you're not getting in my cab wet. This whole movie also is very heavily like GTA when you're just driving around at high speed.
It's the movie version of a free running rampage between missions in GTA.
Oh yeah, especially the motorbike.
Oh god, yeah.
But that's why you always wait and put your helmet on.
That cabbie.
Because you survive any crash in GTA if you have your helmet on.
He gets in that cab after the mall chase, and it's pretty obvious that that's who the cops are after when the cars come screaming around the corner. And he's like telling the cabbie, I don't want to go anywhere in particular, just go right up here.
Yeah.
So he knows he's being chased by the cops. He lets him get back in the car after he knocks over that gas station.
Yeah.
He then goes to a penthouse and he's like, keep the motor running. Comes back down. That's when he comes back down wet. And he's like, you're not getting in my cab.
Yeah, you're not getting in wet. Wet is the line. We're not dealing with this.
I do love that whole first bit at Carlito's penthouse.
When he's in the elevator and he's... No, that's later on.
No, the elevator bit is hilarious. No, but when it's Carlito's penthouse and it zooms in and it's all the guys with guns and it's the Spanish hip-hop playing and it's the girls in the bikinis and then obviously Carlito's the main guy and he gets in the pool and then all of a sudden Chef just lands in the pool beside him, looks
like
at him and points up. Oh, there's just... Yeah, I really, really enjoyed watching this film, I have to say.
Yeah, no, it's really
it,
fun to see a movie that takes the action quite serious, but doesn't lose the fun.
Yeah.
Because the action's so fucking stupid. It's really, really slick, but it's so funny. Is
it after that then that he steals the motorbike? No, he goes to the hospital before he steals the motorbike. Oh God,
when he steals the motorbike off the police officer?
But
he goes to the hospital to get epinephrine because the doctor dude told him to because it'll keep his engine taken over. And he's like, you got about 30 minutes, and he tells him how much to take, and he's like, he turns around then asks the cab driver, did you catch that? The cab driver's like, sorry, what now? And he tries to get it from the pharmacist, and then that's when you get the Chester Bennington cameo.
Yes.
Who's like, nasal spray. It's a nasal spray.
He's like, hey dude, nasal spray.
It'll get you buzzed. And so he's like, fucking, he grabs all the nasals.
Grabs all of it.
And he's horsing like the entire bottle in one go. Like he's just walking down the corridor.
But doesn't leave the hospital, runs around trying to find more.
And he finds the guy with the
guy pushing the medical, or pushing your man on the cart with the medical trolley.
And he's like, you'll have it.
Yeah. Also, bastard. In fairness, he doesn't stop the guy from getting to the surgery or wherever he needs to go. He's running alongside the car.
With a gun pulled on them, being like, you have it. You've got to have it. Come on, we're going to keep going.
Gets to the...
Can't remember how much to take.
No, when he gets... when they get to the elevator and they stop, and your man who's on the trolley starts giving Jeff shit, and the other doctor starts giving him shit, and Jeff's just like, I don't have time for this. Gets the epinephrine and then gets the medical tech to hit him with the defibrillator, so he goes flying into the elevator.
He's like, no, you're gonna hit me, and your man is just like, what?
That's when he then ends up in the gown. And
he's running bare ass around the place with the boots on.
Takes all the epinephrine and then runs out of the hospital like fucking crazy.
No, the way he comes out of the elevator, because he takes the whole thing.
Yeah, he was told to take like a 10th or a 5th or something like that.
Takes the whole thing, and the elevator doors just open, and he just comes charging out, yelling, and just runs out the hospital and down the road like full tilt. Yelling and sprinting.
The phone call he has with the doctor then.
Where he's like, copy, check,
he's like,
copy.
He's like, Jeff, you okay? Yep, still running. Yep, still alive. Yep. So did you get that epinephrine? Yep. You took the whole thing, didn't you? Check. Or it's checked the whole time.
He's just so focused in running in a straight line.
It's so good. And then, it's after that he steals the bike cop's bike. After playing with him, steals the gun first, and then
he's got a raging boner as well. That's a side effect. He's like, you won't be able to piss, and you've got like a hard on, and because he's like running through all these symptoms, he's like, your heart feels like it's going to burst out of your chest.
The doctor is on the plane using the phone plane, and your one sitting beside him. The plane phone, sorry.
The old-fashioned ones as well, because he's like, oh, this phone call's going to cost me a fucking fortune.
Yeah, and your one sitting beside him is just looking at him like, what?
And he's like, oh, it's a medical emergency.
Oh, yeah, steals the bike, and then, we get treated to the...
That's how he goes over
GTA
then to
moment.
Eve's after that, before...
Yeah, because he crashes the bike while standing up on the saddle.
Yeah.
And then on the seat even, and then...
He's off his fucking face.
Comes around because his phone is ringing, and it's Eve saying that she's just woken up because she slept in. He's like, oh, did you have a nice lie-in? That's great. Can I come over?
Will you make me some waffles?
Well, I think that he tells her on the phone, he's like, I've been poisoned and there may be some cartel guys coming to kill you. Stay where you are and I'll be over to get you.
And she's like, she's half asleep as well, so she's just like, yeah, sure, whatever, I'll make you a waffle.
And he comes over, and the first thing she wants to do is hit a bomb. Try and get him to... Well, no, she's trying to fix the microwave.
Yeah, she's trying to change the clock on the microwave.
Yeah,
because she never changed it for daylight savings, and he's like, what?
He's so frustrated when she's...
He's like, oh, God,
But promises to do it if she gets ready and goes off, attempts to do it, and it won't work. And she reminds him that the waffle iron is hot if he wants to make some waffles, so he puts his fucking hand in it. And for starters, ow.
Yeah.
But it's the bit that follows then when he's like, right, let's go. And he keeps trying to make her leave, and she's like, no, I need to do this, and no, I need to do this, and I forgot this, and he's like, he goes back in because the waffle iron is still on, and her phone starts ringing. No, it's the door buzzer.
And when
he
it cuts...
legs it outside to your man at the gate, bashes his face off the
And you can hear her through the
intercoms.
intercom being like, oh, fine, like...
Be like that, or something to that effect. And then there's another guy out the back that he takes out. He intentionally knocks her purse over and all the shit spills out. And she's like sitting there picking it all up going, thanks for helping, you asshole.
He's like shooting people behind her.
They get a cab somewhere? Oh, they go for
because
lunch.
He's left the bike out on the grass and it's catching fire.
They go for lunch and he tells her the truth and she doesn't believe him.
Yeah, because she's like, you're what now?
And,
in fairness, would you?
Well, yeah, she thinks it's just an attempt to be cowardly and not actually break up with her and just give her this bullshit story. And they go outside and that's where the sex scene is?
Yeah, they're in Chinatown.
Yeah, and that's where we have the sex scene that we talked about. And
Which
then
is...
mid-coitus, he gets the phone call off Kalo.
Yeah, and it's like,
I
gotta
Ricky's
go.
brother.
Yeah, and he was like, I was getting a taco. And he's like, where are you now?
Getting a taco.
Like, I told you I'd call you if I saw him, but yeah, I'm getting a taco, dude.
Yeah, he runs off on her mid-coitus, and she's just left there.
Like, in the street.
Not a cool thing to do.
No.
Like, the whole thing wasn't particularly cool, but just running off and leaving her isn't cool. But worth pointing out that Amy Smart's body double said that Jason Statham was super nice and made her feel super comfortable and was like the perfect gentleman. And she was invited back. Amy Smart requested her to be body double in the second film, but she was pregnant at the time and couldn't come back and was rather disappointed. Because obviously can't be a body double when pregnant unless you are body doubling for somebody who is pregnant.
Which does happen.
Oh, well, yeah, I know. I'm sure there is call for pregnant body doubles, but not in that case.
Yeah.
But yeah, he goes off and makes short work of Ricky's brother.
Yeah.
Chops his arm off. And then, well, no, Ricky's brother starts to get the better of him, and then Kalo comes in with the rolling pin.
Bonks him on the head.
Nearly gets himself killed, and then has, I can't remember what Ricky's brother's called, but has his blood and brains splattered all over his
he's
face.
just like slumped down in the doorway being like, oh god, I don't like this anymore.
And Chev calls Ricky off
his brother's phone. That's where we get the first F slur and some just general. Actually, most of the time that there's two F slurs, and most of the time that Chev calls Ricky or Ricky calls Chev from here on out, it's mostly just straight up homophobic dialogue. It's a lot of you're a cocksucker, blah, this, that, and the other. Yeah.
But yeah, calls him and lets him know. It's like, hey, look, I'm calling you off your brother's phone. What do you think that means? And after that, from then on, it's just more or less non-stop action. He
goes to the factory, and that Amy Smart follows him in her little yellow car. That's so fucking cute. I want it.
I think he might get another call from the doctor, and then does Kalo get taken then? I think Kalo gets taken, and he goes to get him, and that's when Amy Smart shows back up.
No, she's definitely in the factory when they're having the shootout, and there's that one girl, that one seamstress who's just keeping her head down. I gotta finish my work.
We've got it backwards. Yeah, I think he kills Ricky's brother first, and then goes to see her. And then when they're having, or the phone call he gets before running off during sex is about going to where Kalo is. And that's when they have that's where she follows. She definitely follows him as a result of hearing where the phone call, what he says on the phone call. But yeah, it's in that Chinese sweatshop place.
That is ridiculous.
But yeah, it's basically just a series of shootouts from then on because he gets into her car, I think, her little yellow hatchback thing.
Yeah.
And that's where they had the chase and the blowjob and him murdering the guy.
Get down!
And then I think he convinces her to... Oh, he eventually goes and sees the doctor.
Yeah, and he's going to leave her there.
He leaves her there, tells her to go home and says, oh, look, I'm going to be able to go and get a cure.
Yeah.
And the doctor fits him with an insulin pump for epinephrine.
Yeah, so that'll like drip feed him. He was like, you'll get about, one shot at this and then you're fucked.
Yeah.
He's like, not going to sugarcoat it for you. Like,
yeah, he's like basically...
You are like just basically dead man walking at this point.
He's like, just give me an hour. And I like that the doctor's like, hey, let me send you out in a beautiful dream. Like,
he's a good doctor.
Oh, yeah. He's been a good doctor the whole time.
He's a little bit corrupt morally, but, he's the one you want to have on your side in this sort of a situation.
Yeah, but he tells Eve to go home or whatever. He said he's going to go and get the cure and that they'll run off together afterwards then.
Yeah. And she's like, oh my god, you really were going to give it all up for me.
Yeah, that's why she goes to see that he was telling the truth, basically. But yeah, he then heads off for his final showdown at Carlito's place, because I think we've skipped over a couple of bits, like, but Ricky said that he's working for Carlito now, and that he rings him saying, you know, he knows he has the cure, and he'll give him back the brother's necklace if he gets the cure, but he knows the cure is bullshit. He just wants to go there and kill him. And he goes there, and that's where we have the brilliant bit in the elevator.
Where he's lost his fucking mind.
Where he's lost his mind. The businessman is just all the various characters' voices talking at him, and then it ends with his own voice talking back at him. And your man's not been looking at him at all the whole time. He's just tripping balls.
Yeah, he really is. Oh, he's so high.
Yeah, and he goes up for one final showdown.
The girls in the cubes are so funny.
In the spheres?
Yeah.
Yeah, they probably don't fare too well when the gun battle breaks out.
No, they really don't.
Because, one of the other things we skipped over was that he didn't actually kill the guy, Don Kim, that he's been poisoned for killing. He told him to hide out for 2 days and then presumably show back up at this point for a big gun battle. Because the bit he has where he's got finger guns. And everybody knows he doesn't have a gun, but they're still a little bit jumpy because Chev's such a psycho.
And also the fact that he should have been dead about 12 hours ago. He's rampaged across LA. Like,
all the city is looking for him.
Like, the police are looking for him. They now know that there's there's some lunatic.
But yeah, so he's brought all the triads along, and giant gun battle ensues. Carlito escapes for the helicopter.
On the helicopter.
Ricky's gets his fingers shot off.
Yeah, but he does pick him up.
Yeah, picks him up along with some more of the Chinese shit in the syringe.
Yeah.
Chev chases after him, and they get to the helicopter. Ricky kills Carlito and jumps in the helicopter, and so does Chev, and they fight, and then fall into the sky.
Yeah.
And that's a very short version of how the film ends. It goes on for a lot longer than that, but it's mostly just mad action.
It really is. No, it's a silly, silly film.
Yeah, oh god, yeah.
It's so stupid, and that it's just so much fun because it's so stupid. It really just does not take itself seriously. Yeah,
no, I have to say I had so much fun going back and rewatching it. Like, it's so flippant.
Yeah.
Like, it really doesn't take itself seriously at all. And obviously it doesn't, because there's no way he'd survive the amount of shit that happens to him.
Oh, like, the fact that he wakes up after being launched off the motorcycle.
The motorcycle is probably he technically survives the fall out of the helicopter as well. But yeah, the motorbike crash is probably the most over the top bit. But between that and getting shot into the elevator with the defibrillator.
That's so funny. That is so funny.
It's just such a fun GTA rampage of a movie.
Yeah. No, and it really does. It's everything we ever did in GTA, which was drive super fucking fast around the place and then until you crashed.
Oh yeah, and it's in the trivia that like it's heavily inspired by GTA, and yeah, if you've ever played it, it's kind of obvious.
And the second one then, which picks up immediately after this one,
he gets what, a fucking like cybernetic heart or something, or some sort of artificial heart, isn't that it?
Yeah, they've given him something. You know, we can rebuild him,
but it's got like a limited runtime. He has to keep getting it recharged, isn't that it? Because I think doesn't he get himself hooked up to a car battery, like jumper cables to a car battery and onto his tongue or something at one point. That's the cover, actually, is him with the car battery.
Batteries on the tongue, and he has to keep the heart charged up.
It's equally as ridiculous. Yeah. And I think the camera work and the editing is equally as fun in the second film.
Yeah, no, but they managed to do a sequel to this that actually works and isn't like completely ridiculous. Because this one is so ridiculous.
I can't remember who the bad guy is supposed to be in it, but the plot more or less follows on for it. But I do remember that Verona ends up as a head in a jar in the second one. I think it's like Verona's cousin who's higher up in the cartels wants to kill Chelios. But I just remember the head in the jar. It goes even more over the top of the second one, suffice to say.
But it's still keeps this tone of being like really fun and really playful.
Oh yeah.
While still being like incredibly over the top without putting too much emphasis on how over the top it is.
Yeah. Oh, one of the bits that I forgot that was also hilarious is when he first gets into the cab and he tells the cabbie to crank the music and it's achy breaky hard.
He's trying to pump
himself up to
and
it.
he's like trying. It's
I like the worst possible song for a number of reasons. The name, the lyrics, the fact that it's Achy Breaky Heart.
In Harold and Kumar.
Off his face on ecstasy.
In the back of the car and starting to hump it.
Yeah, it's similar, but yeah, the Achy Breaky Heart bit cracks me up as well.
And your hat's just looking in the rear view like, alright.
Oh, but yeah, I think that about covers all the stuff that I loved in this film.
Yeah, it's ridiculously good fun.
It is, yeah. It's just silly fun. As we said, there's one or two bits that are a bit, the sex scene and all the homophobic language and F-slurs, but apart from that, it's still a ridiculously fun balls out action film.
Yeah, no, it really is. It's just like, what do you want? Ridiculous shit. Okay.
Yeah. But I think, that about wraps it up for Crank. We will probably do Crank 2 at some point.
Most likely.
But as ever, thanks for joining us, guys. A short one today before we wrap things up and dive into season 4 of The Boys.
Yes! So close!
Yeah, it's so close now. We're taking a short break from Monoranted the Movies. Well, not so short break. A short break for us before season 4 of The Boys starts. Probably 2-month break from Monoranted the Movies while season 4 of The Boys runs.
Running, yeah, just because brain no function.
Two podcasts at once is it's too much for me anyway. Some people can do it, I cannot.
No.
But yeah, we will be covering all of season 4 of The Boys as we usually cover it, with at least attempted to get the first 3 episodes up on the first weekend that The Boys comes out.
Yeah.
And then weekly after that. And then following the usual season wrap chat, we'll be back to Monoranted the Movies sometime end of August, early September probably.
Yeah, that's around when we generally take a week off after The Boys just to decompress.
But at this point we have a good backlog for you to go back and listen to if you haven't already, or you can check out what we've just been talking about, our Boys podcast. But as ever, thanks for joining us, and we'll be back in a little while. If you want, you can come and chat with us on Twitter at rantmono, on Instagram at monorants_the_boys, on Blue Sky at monorants, or you can send your own rants to monorantspodcast@gmail.com. And we'll catch you in a bit. Bye bye.